Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. Now I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Fu. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly eats steak. Together, we host the Friday Night Feast. We do this every Friday night, 6:30 Central. And then we just cook up an entree, or maybe a couple of snacks, sit around and just chew the fat with all of our friends we like to call the Hungry Horde. We have a blast doing it every week. We hope you can tune in sometime. But for today's video, we are on day 10 of the Two Crazy Ketos Chopped July Challenge, where every day this month they've tasked us with using a specific protein. And today's protein is pepperonis. Yeah. And y'all ought to know by now, I love pizza. So we dug out our Keto Chow creamy tomato basil mix. I went and bought a fresh thing of pepperonis. We got some cheese, some leftover mix of beef and pork from the other night when we did our quail eggs. Quail scotch eggs, I'm sorry. Then I got some pickled jalapenos. And we're going to mix up some Keto Chow pizza batter. And then I'm going to throw a twist on you. I'm going to throw it in the smoker. Let's get to cooking.
So, to get started on our Keto Chow pizza crust, a little bit different than how we did it last time. Because we're making so many, we're doing 2. I'm going to have 4 eggs this time. And I'm going to start by separating them out. So I'm going to put the whites in here. And that's just so I can whisk them up. Just the whites. And then we'll slowly fold everything else in. I'm just doing that to kind of puff up the crust a little bit. So I'm going to separate these up and then start whisking the whites. If you want to see exactly how we did this, we do have a video on our Keto Chow pizza. So definitely follow that link at the end of this video.
Alrighty, we got the batter all made up, and now Shelly's going to transfer it to our griddle. We've been letting it preheat this entire time. I'm hoping this is going to end up looking like a, what do you call it?
A flatbread.
Yeah, flatbread. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Just so excited about the pizza. So we just glob all this on there, get it out of the bowl, and then you just spread it out to get it to the thickness and the consistency you want.
I'm just scraping everything out of the bowl.
Now I did a trial run earlier at lunch with my little oval-shaped cast iron, and I did a bacon cheeseburger style pizza, and it turned out pretty good. So I'm hoping this turns out even better. It came out real crunchy, but when she made these on the skillets last time we did this video, they came out real fluffy. So I'm hoping that she's got the magic touch on this one.
Probably.
This griddle pan, I just bought it today, so I'm pretty excited about using it. So y'all have seen my videos where we did the skillet pizza on the Blackstone. Well, I think this is going to combine the Blackstone style and the smoker. So we get smoked Blackstone.
And I'm just going through, I try to work from the inside or the center and just kind of try to push it out. Because you can tell it's already starting to cook underneath. So just try to push basically the excess off.
And I've already preheated this smoker to 400 degrees. That's how I did my one at lunch. And then once she gets finished with this, we're just going to shut the lid and let it cook for 10 minutes. Then we'll come back and put all of our toppings on and let it go for another 10 minutes, and then we should be good.
All right, I slipped my little pizza peel underneath, and I'm going to try to flip this. Ooh, that's hot. And that's just because I don't want the bottom to get too overdone. And then you want to, should we start with some cheese first?
Yeah.
So we're just going to start topping our pizza.
And this is just some shredded Colby Jack.
Just kind of clump it together there.
I actually forgot to buy any mozzarella, which is what we would usually use. And Shelly's like, nah, let's just use what we have.
Yeah. Do that. Oh.
And what's next?
You want to do some hamburger next?
Yeah, this is that blend of hamburger and
Just do a little
ground
more
pork.
cheese.
And I just lightly seasoned this, salt, pepper, and garlic, and a little extra garlic powder, and what else did I put in yesterday?
I think that was basically it.
Yeah, this is the leftover that we used for those Scottish eggs.
Yeah, the quail eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so good. Did any of y'all see that video? I know a lot of you too did and watched us live. That was awesome. I had so much fun.
If you're regular viewers, you know we love using our leftovers.
Is that good or you want some more?
That's pretty good.
And then let's do the mushrooms. Now this was, oops, we lost a mushroom.
Oh well.
I think this little Blackstone seems to be working really well. I don't know if we need to do the whole 10 minutes like you did
Okay.
earlier.
Maybe that's where I messed it up, because mine was really crispy. If y'all ever eaten the thin and crispy from Domino's, that's what it kind of reminded me of. The crunch to it and all.
Oh, okay. So put your toppings on it like you want. And then, of course, we're going to have pepperoni, because that's the whole point.
Flip that around. Let's see the actual brand name. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I really like this plan. It's pretty clean pepperoni as far as pepperoni goes.
And I think we usually buy that at Sprouts.
Yeah, and there's 4 servings. Each serving is like 5 slices, so I always use up a whole serving for each one, because you gotta do that. You gotta
And if I'm lucky, I get a little slice just for me as a taste tester.
whatever. And then I'm just gonna top it with a little more cheese. Tell it's human here in Texas. The cheese wants to all stick together. And then we'll top it with a little Parmesan. I always like Parmesan cheese on my pizza just as a topper, because I think it just
Ties everything together.
yeah, and it's such a good, like, kind of, that's like your salt, right?
Yeah.
And I think the best thing about using the Keto Chow is you don't have to, you don't need to put any tomato sauce, which, you know, sometimes the tomato sauce,
Makes it a little mushy or soggy.
yeah, and this way you don't have to do that, and you get all of the tomato flavor. It's just awesome to me. And
Next,
then, of course,
show them the bottle too, please.
we like this, the cheap Fiesta, and it's the crushed red pepper flakes. So just be happy with it.
Yeah. Bring the heat.
And then we're just going to close this, let it go for a minute or 2, and then it'll be ready. Alright, y'all. It's been about 3 minutes.
This is what I love about this new grill too. It's a little shorter, so it makes it easier for Shelly to open it up.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, babe? Is that good?
It looks amazing.
So I'm just going to get in here. Ooh, let's hope this goes well.
We need a bigger peel, I guess.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's money. Look at that. That is fabulous. It looks like a straight up French bread. Not a French bread, listen to me. It looks like a flatbread, like straight from a pizza joint.
It does. And look at the cheese, how it melted.
I'm so excited. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Look at that, y'all.
Oh yes.
Doesn't that look so good?
Yeah.
So I did the classic just square cut.
I love that I have to break the cheese apart. That's awesome.
Mmm.
And I love a good pizza where you fold it before you eat it.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I like this crust.
Yes.
Look how foldable that is, y'all.
This worked out so much better than my test batch.
Uh-huh.
At the end, I'll post pictures if y'all want. Boy. Yes, this is amazing. I love this Keto Chow. Was it the creamy tomato basil?
Yeah.
It's like the perfect sauce for this.
It's the perfect crust.
Uh-huh.
Because you get that tomato flavor and a hint of the basil, which to me just shrinks pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to get all that sauce. Which is, like, I've always had a problem with, like, tomato sauce. The acidity in it bothers me. But I'm fine with the Keto Chow one. And this is, like, perfect.
And remember, too, back pre-keto when I would eat Papa John's all the time, I'd always get sick. And we thought it was their tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
But I never get any problems doing it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
And, of course, I love a traditional pizza. My favorite, y'all tell us what yours is. Favorite pizza is just regular pepperoni and cheese. That's it. Nothing else, just pepperoni and cheese. So if we went to a new pizza place, that's what I'd order because that's the gold standard. If you can't do that,
I don't need to come back.
that's right.
So good. So good.
But this is really good. It's a good way, of course, pizza is great to use leftovers, so we used up some of that ground beef, some mushrooms, jalapenos, technically 3 different kinds of cheese.
Yeah.
And the pepperoni. I love this pepperoni on here. What do you think, babe?
It's amazing. I love it. And we brought out a little container of our Hey Yo sauce. I was going to dab some on her, but I don't think it even needs it. This is just good the way it is. You don't need to be doctored up.
Oh, let's see. This would also be good as a recipe is to make like pizza chips.
Yeah.
You know, like you could have that pizza dip we made and make this for the chips for it. Especially since you got it so crunchy.
You know what I think this also reminds me of? Back in the day when I was still in school, and you get the little square pizzas, the little rectangle ones, it kind of reminds me of that too, but so much more tastier.
And healthier for you because, you know, Keto Chow has 1/3 of your daily nutrients.
And this took us, what, total 30 minutes? This is quicker than delivery.
I know. It's not delivery, it's
Heat
the HungryHeath.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I hope you really like this recipe. Let us know. What did you do with pepperoni? What's your favorite pizza?
Right.
And?
My favorite is the one that's in front of me. But hey, do me a favor. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Throw me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this. And don't forget, every Friday night, 6:30 Central, we go live for the Friday night feast. We'll cook up an entree, a couple of snacks, show you all how to do it, and we'll just sit around and just shoot the breeze with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde.
That's right.
Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
This is so good.